Recently, if you have been reading the news, there's something pretty tragic that happened. 20-year-old Robinhood customer dies by suicide after seeing a 730,000 negative balance. It's a sad thing to hear about, but if you read the article properly, he did not really actually lost 730,000 because it's just how the broker displays it. There's a pandemic going on. What pandemic are we talking about? Get rich quick day trading pandemic. I receive messages once in a while from you, which I really appreciate. I find that a lot of those messages revolve around almost the same thing. Karen, how can I make quick cash? So this person said, "Hi Karen, I like to earn money fast. Any advice? You're my idol. Please share your ways." And then I replied, "It's better to take your time to learn things first than rush into making money. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel to learn for free." And then he or she replied, "What's the fastest way to get cash? I'm currently studying." Reply, please. If you want to get into trading and investing to get quick cash without putting the time and work, let me tell you something, you're going to be utterly disappointed, just like how your ex promised you, "I'm gonna love you forever." And then the next day he or she be like... Now ironically, just a few days ago, this billionaire came out and says, "They're just doing stupid things. The rise of Robinhood traders will end in tears." Now of course in any platform there are good investors and bad investors, okay? Coop up, millionaire traders have sparked a new pandemic. It won't end well, warns Princeton economist. And why is it that Hertz stock price is going up? It doesn't make sense. Gen Z millionaire investors, they are pushing the stock prices up. They don't know what they're doing. They don't put in the time to go and learn it properly. Because if you look at the trader who lost 750k, the article says something like this: as the COVID-19 stock market swung widely, Kearns had begun experimenting, trading options. His final note, filled with anger toward Robinhood, says that he had no clue what he was doing. And because he misinterpreted the negative 750k balance, then sad stories like these happen. And from the start of the lockdown, the pandemic, I've seen so many investors who lost thousands of dollars. And I just want to share those lessons with you, okay? 13 lessons that I want to share with you. Why 13 is just a random number, okay? First lesson is, don't fall into get rich quick with day trading promises. There are so many advertisements on my Facebook timeline, or maybe it's just my Facebook and Instagram timeline with people selling day trading courses. Now, nothing wrong with that, but then the promises is just like doesn't make sense. 100% win rate, 100% fail proof. And also a lot of people are using my picture, my name, creating fake profiles on Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, pretending to be me. And to those impersonators, second lesson that you can learn is diversify or hedge instead of panic sell. There are so many investors, when it tanked to record low prices, and that's when they sell, they panic sell. If you have diversified your portfolio, or if you have hedged it properly, you wouldn't panic at all. So if you want me to do a video on diversification or hedging, let me know down in the comment section below. And also third lesson, invest in yourself or you lose that money into the markets. Now, I know a lot of people, they be like, you know, this courses 3,000, 4,000, so expensive. You know what? Don't buy those courses. Go to the internet, learn it for free, because there's so much information on the internet. You wouldn't know which is important, which is not important. You totally wouldn't get information overload. Would you rather spend $3,000-4,000 on courses, or would you rather lose that to Mr. Market instantly and then learn it the hard way? You decide. Number 4, don't invest in things that you don't understand. I don't care who recommends you a stock tip. Doesn't matter if it's me or somebody else. Make sure you do your research, okay? Number 5, have an emergency fund. Have at least 6 months of savings. In Singapore, this news came out, and that is 2 in 3 here don't have savings to last past 6 months. Don't you want to go to work every day, live every day with the peace of mind that if shit does happen, I can at least survive for the next 6 months, 1 year without a job? There is a time and place for YOLO, just not your savings accounts. Next lesson I will share with you is get a health insurance. By now you should know how important that is. By the way, I'm not an insurance agent. Next, have multiple sources of income. A lot of people, they are like, oh, you know, all these marketing gurus. Of course, there are scams out there. In any industry, there are scams, okay? But a lot of people, they just assume that every single guru is a scam. Here's a very simple solution for these people. Make sure that you stick to your job forever. Better yet, spend 30-40k and go back to university, get an MBA, and hopefully retire at 65. Okay? Next lesson, markets recover earlier than the crisis. Now you've realized that markets U-turn when the times are the worst. It's the same thing that happens in 2008. March 24th, I told you guys on my channel to buy this stock, this stock, this stock right before the market U-turn. So quite a number of traders have made more than 50% from that. You don't get this all the time. And if you've made money from those videos, I congratulate you on that. Okay, make sure you buy me an extra cup of coffee. The $3 coffee is good enough. And the next thing is ignore short-term volatility. A lot of traders, they get affected by short-term volatility, fluctuations in the stock price or currency price or whatever they are invested into. Now you need to understand that in the short term, markets are driven by emotions, fear and greed, but in the long term, if you have invested into a good stock, a good asset, high chance the price is going to go up to its true value, or in stocks we call it intrinsic value. So next lesson is fear can cause you to miss out on the markets. Greed can cause you to go bankrupt or worse than that. Now it's good to have a little bit of fear so that you will learn to manage your risk, but not so much that you miss out on the markets completely. It's good to have a little bit of greed so that you would be willing to put in your capital to take the risk, but not so much that you over leverage. So the key point here is you need to have a good balance between having a good amount of fear and having a good amount of greed. And the next thing is avoid brick and mortar businesses during a crisis. For example, which are the stocks that perform well recently are, for example, e-commerce companies, payment gateways, and also cloud computing. Which brings me to the next lesson, which is tech stocks aren't as risky as most people think, because back in 2000, a lot of investors who lost a lot of money when the tech stocks tanked, then they get this perception that, okay, tech stocks are very, very risky. But if you look at the recent pandemic, which are the stocks that did really well, a good portion of it is tech stocks. So if you learn to pick the right kind of tech stocks, it can almost give you just as good returns as the utility stocks and also the consumer essential stocks. And I understand why there is such a thing as a get-rich-quick pandemic, especially for millennials and Gen Z. You're just born with iPad, TV, handphone, and when you lose, you get a 7th place trophy, you get a 6th place trophy for participating. I know that you want to make your parents proud. I know that you want to prove to your relatives that you are better than them. I know that you want to get there fast, but the more you skip the work, the faster the market is going to kill you, okay? But if you really want to get rich quick, I got 5 solutions for you, and this has been proven over the past 100 years. If other people can do it, you can also do it. First thing first, you're gonna inherit it. Being born into a rich family, then you don't need to work forever. But if you're not born into a rich family, what you can do is that you can go and find a sugar mommy and sugar daddy. All you need to do is just wake up every single day and exist. Money goes into your pocket. Third thing, now some entrepreneurs, just before they go bankrupt, they use this method. They make money from that instantly overnight. They can save their company. I've heard so many stories like that. But please, kids, don't try this at home if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, if you press the wrong button, casino or lottery. There are people in this world, they're just born with the casino luck. Okay, not like me. If I go to a casino, I can tell you, I'll go bankrupt instantly. So the fourth thing is go viral overnight, become an influencer, become famous overnight. Then people are going to come to you and pay you money. Fifth way to make quick money is marry a rich man or woman. You just need to wake up every day, look fabulous, then money is going to come to your pockets. A lot of people have done these 5 things. So if you feel that, Karen, you know all these courses, videos, reading books, Ain't nobody got time for that. Consider all these solutions. You heard stories like this all the time. Traders who make one trade and then they become rich overnight, or they make 100k overnight, like millions overnight. In order for these people to make that one trade that make them 100k, 200k richer, in order for them to make that one trade in 5 seconds, 5 minutes, they have to put in 10 years, 5+ years of hard work behind the scenes to make that trade in 5 minutes, 5 seconds. That is what you don't see. Put in the time and patience to learn because it's going to be worth it, okay? Markets reward those who are patient and those who are willing to put in the work. A while ago, I've done a free course on how to invest in a recession. Hope it's not too outdated. You can go and check it out, okay? So with that, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye!